Massive spendings by governments since the global financial crisis has resulted in a huge increase in government debt among countries in the G20. Now, Korea in particular has seen the figures rise by more than 2/3 in the past half-decade. Kim Hyesung reports.
According to data from the Bank for International Settlements on Monday, the government debt of G20 member countries has risen to over 3 times the size of the entire U.S. economy. As of last June, the figure had risen to over $57 trillion compared to U.S. GDP in 2015 of about $18 trillion. The U.S. government had the most debt at $18.9 trillion, accounting for a third of the figure for G20 countries, followed by the governments of Japan, the UK, Italy, and France. The eurozone, made up of 19 countries, tallied over $12.5 trillion, smaller than the U.S., but more than Japan. The debt's been piling up rapidly over the past 5 years at a rate of 16% for the G20 members. Korea's jumped by 67%, much higher than the United States' 22% and the Eurozone's 13%. In the first half of 2016 alone, the G20 countries' debt increased by over $5 trillion, or 9%. Experts attribute that to the country's expansionary fiscal policies in recent years.
The US cut key interest rates and used quantitative easing to create more jobs and boost growth. Eurozone countries cannot use monetary policies or manipulate their exchange rates due to regulations, so they restored to expansionary fiscal policies which only increase their government debt. As for Korea, a low economic growth and a rising number of senior citizens led to an increase in government spending, especially on welfare.
With the incoming Trump administration expected to inject more money to the U.S. economy through government infrastructure investment, and the Eurozone and Japan to continue their expansionary fiscal policies this year, government debt in the G20 is all but certain to keep rising. Kim Hyesung, Arirang News.